What's up, you guys? My name is Preston James here at the Laughing Buddha recording studio in Los Angeles, California, bringing you another hopefully helpful video to help you guys out. As you can tell, you can obviously see that the video is about EQ. I just want to go over a song that I've done and a female EQ at that, female rap EQ, even more so in detail, but we're gonna get into it and hopefully it helps you with the next set of vocals that you do for a female rap artist or just, just in general, right? We're getting better. We want to do multiple genres. And this is just one more weapon to add to your tool belt. Again, hopefully it's helpful. So let's get into it. So first things first, what I used going into this song was a Lauten Audio LT386 microphone, which is the Eden. It's an amazing microphone. We use it in the forward mode with the shelf, which is like all the way at the bottom, the shelf, the steepest shelf, and then cardioid. And then it went into a Neve 1073 physical hardware preamp. And then after that, it went into an 1176 universal audio compressor, and then into my Apollo X8, and then into my computer. Technically, it went into the X8 and then into an X4 because I have those two daisy chained, and then into my computer. And that's the vocal setup. All right, you guys. So let me put this on real quick. Hold up. All right. So as you can tell, this is my session, and here's the vocal. This big blue one right here. We're just gonna blow this up a little bit. Can go like this right here. Can go like this right there. And this is it. So this is my friend Jumana. This is a song she called "I'm It." It's a beat that I did. I don't even know if she's gonna release this. But she gracefully allowed me to use this. So anyways, EQ, female EQ for this vocal. I'm gonna let you hear it without anything on there, except for there is stuff on the mix bus down here. But other than that, there's nothing on the actual plugin. So let's see what it sounds like.
When you see me, don't blink, you'll miss it. Look at that. Whole crew mad and we move so vicious. Make my own cake, on wait, on wishes. Every step I take, yeah, the glow's ambitious. She just mad cause a man want a picture. Snap, double tapping hard.
And let's see what it sounds like with some of the stuff on there.
When you see me, don't blink, you'll miss it. Whole crew mad and we move so vicious. Make my own cake, on wait, on wishes. Every step I take, yeah, the glow's ambitious. She just mad cause a man want a picture. Snap, double tapping hard, it quicker. He love my stream, he call me Netflix. Top of his list, no chill, just flexing. Binge me quick, I'm his top.
Okay, so cool, awesome. Moving forward, so I always set this vocal up. I always do a de-esser first, almost 99% of the time. Then I hit the RVox, which I've been using lately, but even more so in the last week, I've changed it. For those of you who are mix engineers or mix often enough to know, usually you have like a set of tools you use or plugins or even external hardware that you use, but you rotate things, right? You want to be able to get the most out of the things that you use. At least that's how I see it. Because some of us are definitely plug-in and gear junkies. So we spend lots of money on this stuff. So we might as well get our money's worth and cycle through things, right? I go through my phases where I'll buy some plugins. Like today, the Valhalla Vintage Verb Delay, the mix plugin, whatever Verb, I forgot what it's called. But it came out today. Actually, let's see what it's called real quick. I know, see? Let's see. What am I doing? I'm looking at this. Plugin, what's that called? I bought it today. The Future Verb. So I bought the Future Verb today. So I'm going to put that into my arsenal. But at the same time, I just like to cycle through plugins to make sure I'm getting the most out of it. But at the end of the day, if it's a mix I really need to get done and I know I need to be solid on, I'm going with what I know and with what I know works for me. Right? That's what you should always do, in my opinion, is go for what works for you in a time of need that you know is going to work, especially when you've built that foundation. So please stick to the basics, build that foundation. Less is more. I promise you, I still deal with it to this day. Every day, less is more. I battle with it. But yeah, so I went into the RVox. That was a long rant to get to this. And then for my first EQ, all I did was roll off on the Pro Q4, just rolled off all the way up to about 100. And then I dipped out 288 and 400, right? About a little more, 4 dB on here, 3.61, and then 2.5 dB almost right here. And I just did that to get a different feel. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. Let's just do this, and we'll do this and this, and this is what it sounds like without it.
When you see me, don't blink, you'll miss it. Whole crew mad and we move so vicious. Make my own cake, on wait on wishes.
And then without it, or with it, and then I'll switch back and forth.
When you see me, don't blink, you'll miss it. Whole crew mad and we move so vicious. Make my own cake, on wait on wishes. Every step I take, yeah, the glow's ambitious. She just mad cause a man want a picture. Snap, double tapping, hard it quicker. He love my stream, he call me Netflix. Top of his list, no chill, just flexing. Binge me quick, I'm his top subscription. No ass, just heat, got a fast addiction. Left him on red, now he ghosts like a TV. Now he's staring at the screen, trying to stream me like a...
Okay, so see, hopefully you can tell. All that did was just roll off some of that low, murky, the low end that's like the studio room that I record in. Just taking that out. Do you always need to do that? No. Matter of fact, more often than I would think for myself, I actually leave that on there because it gives the vocal a little bit more weight. And so as soon as I kind of take that off, especially on a female vocal, that weight kind of disappears, and then I have to get it back some other way. Where if I just kind of think smarter or work smarter, not harder, instead of having to chase my tail, right, going in circles, I'll leave that in there sometimes, and it'll give me that weight and that space that I am looking for through plugins and like manipulating the audio somehow. But really, it's already there from the jump. But then we kind of think we go down this whole, our logic is kind of messed up and we go, oh, I got to use this plugin to do this and do that. And the better I get at this, the more I spend time doing this stuff, recording and mixing, the more I find out that really is less is more. So I did that to really get some sound out of there, some space, because I had a reference point, and that was JT from City Girls. That was, isn't that her name? JT from City Girls. That was in my mind. Not because she sounds like her, but because I was listening to that within that week or something. I don't know. But it fit the feel and the style. So I went with that. That was my reference. She didn't give me a reference per se. So I had JT from City Girls in my mind, and I wanted to get that top end sheen, but that punch and upfrontness at the same time. So that's what I was going for. You have to have a goal, right? Like, what are you trying to go for? You don't always have to, but it helps to have a goal and have a direction of where you're going. All right, so I did that. And then the big boy comes in, which is the SSL-E 4000E channel strip plugin from Universal Audio. This one's a beast, and it's amazing because just by putting it on there, you can hear a difference, like the color, like saturation and color from the console emulation is what they're trying to do here. And shout out to all the companies who do this. But yes, it's just giving it that kind of fat, warm, rich console sound, which is very subtle, but it's there. For a long time, I couldn't hear some of these things because I wasn't fortunate enough and able to work on consoles and do all that kind of stuff. So I had to learn from different people that I met and network and then teach myself. So it was a combination of everything over the last 10 years. But yes, it's very subtle. Once you even turn it on, like if you play it, let's see. I'll leave it off and then I'll turn it back on and see if you can just hear just it by itself. What am I doing right now? Let's find out. Actually, hold on. I'm doing too much. Let's see if we can do it like this. I'm going to get a brand new one because I don't want to mess up my shit. What am I doing? Where am I going? All right, so I'm just going to switch back and forth between this bypass button and see if you can hear it.
When you see me, don't blink, you'll miss it. Whole crew mad and we move so vicious. Make my own cake, on wait on wishes. Every step I take, yeah, the glow's ambitious. She just mad cause a man want a picture. Snap, double tapping, hard it quicker. He love my stream, he call me Netflix. Top of his list, no chill, just flexing. Binge me quick, I'm his top subscription. No ass, just heat, got a fast addiction. Left him on...
All right, so hopefully you can hear that. That is, wait, where'd my other plugin go? All right, this one. Hopefully you can hear that, but things like that, those little small moves like that, and that's just turning on a plugin. That small move right there makes a difference in your audio. And so just being mindful of that you're wanting to put all these plugins on there and do all these different things, but even something as simple as that makes a big difference. The Pultec makes a huge difference. I love just throwing that on my mix bus. Do I have it on this one? Yes, I do. Did I do anything on this one? All right. So I did boost the 10K area, but a lot of times I won't. I'll just throw this passive EQ on my mix bus just to give it some color and brightness is what I hear. I hear this brightness, not warm, but like this bright kind of sheeny, shiny sound. That's sometimes, actually, to be honest, more often than not, is a little too much. But that's what I'll do. So sometimes just be aware of the plugins you put on there will have some sort of coloration to it that's adding to the audio itself, or all together cohesively if you have it on the mix bus. So let's hear what I did with this SSL channel strip. God, that took forever, didn't it? All right, let's see.
When you see me, don't blink, you'll miss it. Look at that. Whole crew mad and we move so vicious. Make my own cake, on wait on wishes. Every step I take, yeah, the glow's ambitious. She just mad cause a man want a picture. Snap, double tapping, hard it quicker. He love my stream, he call me Netflix. Top of his list, no chill, just flexing. Binge me quick, I'm his top subscription. No ads, just heat, got a fast addiction. Left him on red, now he ghost like a TV. Now he's staring at the screen, trying to stream me like I'm Genie. He just got a glitch, now he's stuck.
Okay, so what did I even do? Remember, I'd already pulled up this. I was already working off of this. That was doing my main heavy lifting. And then I went into the SSL. So I felt like it needed that top end sheen. I gave it to 8K. 8K with this plugin for me, and what I hear is it really pushes the vocal forward. I was always scared at first to kind of push the boundaries. And that's to say, like, I don't know, just even go further than like in this area while working with this, and just like, but it's good to push those boundaries and push things over. Like this, I would have never done this like 6 years ago. Over here, I was like, oh, it's too much. I can't do it. It's too much. It's not doing it. No, you can. You definitely can. So please don't be afraid or scared to kind of push the plugins. Always use and try presets. They're there for a reason. My point is don't be afraid to use the presets and push the boundaries on these plugins and just see what happens. Fuck around and find out. Really, see what happens. That's how you get better, and that's how you kind of expand your learning. But anyway, so I boosted up quite a bit, right? A few dB up here, like 6 dB, 8K, and then I went down here to 5K, and this is where I really fucking hit it. I really pushed this all the way to half, and just kind of, that was the range where I felt her vocal presence really come into play, right? The top up here gave it that top end, but this right here, the high mid band frequencies, where does it say it? Right there, HMF, if you see that, HF, high frequencies, high mid frequencies. But anyways, at least I'm pretty sure that's what this stands for. Because I definitely don't know everything. I definitely don't, but I like to share my knowledge. So, and then I made it the Q right here. If you don't know what this is like the band. That's like this right here. That's this. It's the Q. So it's like this. Basically is what this means, right? And over here, it's wide. But that's what I did. So I did it very small and narrow, and then I just boosted this 5K area and just fucking hit it. And then it really came to life, and I was like, that's it. And I even pushed it more. I think I had it here at the second knob or notch first, and then I just pushed it a little bit more. And then lastly, around 2K area, halfway between the narrow and the wide Q band is I pushed it almost there to the second one again, pushing it. So I'm pushing these pretty much to the second dot. I think that's like 6 dB. Don't quote me on that. But I think it's like that. But that's what it's pushing. It's pushing all this mid-range to high mid-range, the top ends. It's pushing all those three bands and areas up to give her vocal a lift that I feel like it needed. So don't be afraid to do that. All right, cool. Moving on. Now that we have that sound, then I have this 76 on there, CLA 76. I really love the sound of this thing.
When you see me, don't blink, you'll miss it. Whole crew mad and we move so vicious. Make my own cake, on wait on wishes. Every step I take, yeah, the glow's ambitious.
All right, I did that. I don't want to spend too much time on this. Pressed it kind of hard and then went into the LA2A. It's a famous compressor combination. Hit it hard, punchy with this, and then smooth it out with this.
When you see me, don't blink, you'll miss it. Whole crew mad and we move so vicious. Make my own cake, I don't wait on wishes. Every step I take, yeah, the glow's ambitious. She just mad cause a man want a picture. Snap, double tap in.
See, the LA2A is not really doing much at all. But my biggest thing with this, I want to tell you guys right now, is that please play with the attack and release settings. That's what this shit really comes down to, is the attack and release. Some would even say the release is like the main one, which I agree. But the attack and release together, you know, they play together. They collaborate. But don't be scared to mess with those either. Those are your give and take, push and pull factors that help your vocals sit in the mix and give it color and things like that. And then my last EQ that I put on here, which is what we're doing the video on, right, is a Pro Q4 again. And I want you guys to hear this. And I couldn't tell you if I did this because it made me feel like it was giving a top end sheen. But then I kind of reflected on it and looked at it, and I was like, it does. It gives it just like this little bit of bite at the top. And I just, at the time, I felt like it was the right tool and didn't know what else to use at that time. I think I tried the Moog EQ. They have that top end band. I forget what it's called. But I think it was too much. It was just too powerful, but I wanted something smoother. So I wanted this EQ to kind of roll up the top end of her vocal. And let's just kind of see where it's at from there. I'm going to put these on too. Let's see.
When you see me, don't blink, you'll miss it. Whole crew mad and we move so vicious. Make my own cake, I don't wait on wishes. Every step I take, yeah, the glow's ambitious. She just mad cause a man want a picture. Snap, double tap in, hard it quicker. He love my stream, he call me Netflix. Top of his list, no chill, just flexing. Binge me quick, I'm his top subscription. No ads, just heat, got a fast addiction. Left him on red, now he ghost like a TV. Now he's staring at the screen, trying to stream me like I'm Genie. He just got a glitch, now he's stuck trying to play me. Shake him off smooth like work, call me Mimi. Before I let him go, made him eat my panini. The truth, no cap, but the one you can't see. He won't.
Hopefully you heard that. I want to play it one more time, and I want you to hear just this band by itself.
When you see me, don't blink, yo. Look at that. I'm going to the bank. She just.
So if you could hear it, there's like a little sizzle. It's like but I wanted that to kind of poke through the speaker. Poke, like it's in front of you, but I wanted it to poke through just a little bit to give her that kind of JT sound is what I was going for. But hopefully you found this video helpful. I did roll this off with some de-esser at the end just to make that brittleness and harshness kind of tame it a little bit more. I usually use 2 de-essers on a mix, and then I'll throw Soothe on there. I usually use that on everything. And the mix bus. I throw this on the mix bus a lot too. But I was just pushing up right here, which is really pulling things down, right? It kind of pushes down those unwanted frequencies that are a little bit harsh and make the vocal sound or instrument sound a little more brittle and kind of tingy or just not smooth, I guess. But you don't have to make it smooth with this. This plugin's amazing. You can do so many different things with it. But that's what I did here.
When you see me, don't blink, you'll miss it. Whole crew mad and we move so vicious. Make my own cake, I don't wait on wishes. Every step I take, yeah, the glow's ambitious. She just mad cause a man want a picture. Snap, double tap in, hard it quicker. He love my stream, he call me Netflix. Top of his list, no chill, just flexing. Binge me quick, I'm his.
So you can see it just kind of tames it a little bit more, especially in sync with this, back to back with this de-esser. Okay, thank you guys so much. I appreciate the love and support. I truly, truly do. My name is Preston James here at the Laughing Buddha Recording Studio. Name change is coming up soon. I'm going to do a little revamping, a little rebrand. I think I don't know what I'm doing, but I think I'm moving studios here in the next 6 months. So we're also going to see what's up with that. But a lot of things to come, more videos to come too. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. I truly do. Shout outs to anybody who wants to collaborate. Let me know. Hit me up wherever, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. And let's make some records, some good records. That's all I want to do. All right. Love you guys. Be safe. And I will talk to you soon.